This might just be the new best budget microphone on the market. Is this a biased opinion because I've sent it for free? Well, find out for yourself. But this is the PD100X, a dynamic microphone. What does this mean? Truthfully, I'm not 100% sure, but this microphone does not fail to impress. Coming in anywhere between £35 to £60 for such a small package, it packs a big punch. The unboxing experience is incredibly simple. The box has a clean yet unique black and yellow aesthetic with a high quality picture of the microphone on the front. Opening it up, you've got the microphone all snug. Additionally, you get a box with some extras, the base and a USB-C cable, as well as a screw thingy-majig for if you want to mount it on a microphone arm. Okay, so first impressions. Taking a look at the microphone, it looks very sleek. I really like the shape of the stand, very unique and contemporary. The microphone is rectangular, which just looks satisfying and is a shape I'm oddly familiar with. The microphone comes with a foam cover. This is a nice bonus for reducing your plosives, background noise, spit, spray, blood. So the materials this is made of are actually fairly high quality. The microphone arm is made of metal, so it's sturdy enough to withstand my rage. The microphone, on the other hand, has mostly plastic exterior, but it feels solid and high quality. The grill, well, the hexagon mesh thingy, is metal, I think, giving it more durability and a premium touch. I mean, it makes sense to be metal. The microphone comes with a knob. It also features a mute button, which is very convenient. I found myself using it a lot. The mute button isn't a traditional button. It's a soft touch mute key. No click, just a light tap to toggle mute. I love this as it's super... Sorry, I just pressed it. The minimalist design of the product keeps it versatile and idiot-proof, which is good for me. The microphone is also very, very light, but that doesn't really take away from the performance or sound quality like you might expect. The bass is very dense, which evens things out and provides just nice balance. Now, the USB-C cable is actually a USB-C to USB-A with an adapter, which makes it USB-C. You can see in the video. Damn it. Very nice. So the microphone simply screws onto the base and you're done with the setup. No faffing about, quick, small and portable. A few words that have been used to describe me. Now, one thing that I really like about this microphone actually is how easy it is to set up. It is just a simple plug and play microphone. Fully compatible with most devices. I even got it to work on my Android phone. There's no drivers, no setup and no hassle. Now, it does have RGB at the bottom, which spices things up and makes it look a bit more gamer. I really like that, although it may impact the chances of you getting a girlfriend. There are 3 separate RGB modes and 19 different color options, as you can see. You can change these through the button on the bottom of the microphone or through the Maono Link app on PC. Yes, it comes with an app and that's already enough for me. The knob on the front has 2 different options. You click it and you can adjust either the gain of the microphone or the monitoring volume. This is also shown through LED indicators. Okay, so the app is actually really cool. You've got 2 different modes, standard and advanced. In standard, you're presented with a mute, as well as you got a lighting linkage. So when you press the mute button, RGB of the microphone goes off. This is good for any of you idiots who mute yourself and forget to unmute. I am one of those idiots. Additionally, you've got the ability to adjust your gain and your microphone volume in the app. This is incredibly helpful, as I can get a bit confused by which color is which on the microphone. However, with time and learning, it should come easy. Additionally, you can adjust the tone. I've currently got it on natural, however you've got deep and original. I like this. The final thing you have to choose in the standard settings is actually your RGB. You've got your brightness as well as your color selection. There's a lot you can choose from. I've currently got it on static RGB, however you've got pulse, and that's where you've got additional settings. This is incredibly good. Moving on to your advanced settings, you've got the gain adjustment as well as you've got your microphone monitoring and headphone volume. Pretty standard, simple, and more or less what you had before. However, what makes it different is you've got EQs. This is big. So some things that I really like. You've got your flat EQ, you've got your high pass filter, you've got your presence boost and your high pass filter plus presence boost. However, you've also got custom ones, and you can go ahead and custom your own EQ. And then you've got a standard and advanced custom EQ. This just keeps getting better. Standard has 3 sliders, advanced has 7. So you got full control over how you want this microphone to sound. So it comes with the limiter. This is just going to prevent peaks and clipping. This is quite important as it can stop distortion, especially, well, not really especially, it just stops distortion. You've got your compressor that balances volume levels, make sure that the difference between the highs and the lows is minimal. That is incredibly helpful. The fact that's in the app for the microphone and it just does it itself is crazy to me. And then you've got noise, which I'm going to make the assumption it's a noise gate. I might be wrong. I don't think I am. That is just, it just removes unwanted background noise. That is incredibly ideal. That little hum you hear in the background, gone. The fact that all 3 of these is on the microphone app is crazy to me. And then when you're recording, it records straight into whatever you're recording into. That is ideal. That is incredibly helpful. And that's left me really impressed. For such a budget microphone to have these features takes it to a whole nother level. Okay, so are there any downsides to this microphone? Because I'm bigging it up, but I gotta say, truthfully, I don't have many. It is genuinely a high quality microphone, especially for this budget. You've seen the software, you've seen all these features that it comes with. So ultimately, who is this microphone for? Well, this mic is perfect if you're looking for a solid budget option to use when getting into content creation without breaking the bank. Look, if you can buy this microphone for £50 or less, it's 100% a steal, and I would 100% recommend it. I think right now it's going for £60. I would even say that's a really good price. Now, if you're wondering what it sounds like, you've been listening to it the entire video, and it has thoroughly impressed me. I can't lie. But overall, this thing, put it simply, it punches above weight.